morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching us from. I still remain your host at CeoEfuaSucess on the program. Let's face it. If you are just joining us, today's segment is going to be wonderful. I urge you to keep sharing, keep commenting, and keep liking because there are so many wonderful packages for you this week. Thank you so much for all that you have been doing. And also for last week, we are very sorry for postponing the program. Okay, it was due to technical error. That's why we're bringing this to you today. And with me in the studio today is our wonderful guest. He's a doctor, an apostle, and a general overseer. So very soon I'll be unveiling him very soon to you. But today we are looking at a very wonderful topic, which is stop the complaint. Remember, we are still in the month of vision, and everything we're discussing this month is regarding your vision, how you can write down your vision and actually pursue it and fulfill your vision. Because a vision written down that is not fulfilled is not actually accomplished. So your fulfillment is the joy of your vision. So today I have with me in the studio our guest. He is a doctor, he is an apostle, and he's the GO of a Lighthouse Ministry, Dr. Ayin Obi. You are welcome, sir.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, you are welcome, sir. So today I will just open up the topic while I allow our guests to do the needful. I actually wrote something that said complaint are for those who lack understanding to explain and pursue their visions in details. So, sir, I will want you to come in here because I came to understand that you are a man of vision. For the little time that I've been with you, I see you as someone who is always focused on his vision. So I believe that you have a lot to counsel us on today concerning this issue of vision and how we can actually pursue our vision without complaining, sir. Because this is where we are getting it wrong, because most times, even when we know what we are supposed to do, but because of the complaint, the strength that we lack, we cannot actually achieve it. So, sir, how were you able to do all this, sir?
First of all, we need to thank you for the opportunity to
thank you, sir,
be in your program. First of all, we need to understand that every man is created to have a vision in life. A vision is actually God's purpose for you. And your fulfillment of that purpose is actually seen as the fulfillment of your vision. And when we understand that vision comes from God, and we understand the revelation behind it, then it takes away the pressure from us. Because if God is the one that gives the vision, then God should be the one to bring the provision that will bring the vision to accomplishment. So we need to understand this, and I believe, as I heard you mention, that people get frustrated and they complain. It's simply because they are trying to fulfill the vision by their own power, by their own provision. And once you start trying to do that by your own power and your own provision, it becomes a problem. I've been able to fulfill my vision simply by obeying the principles of Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 1. The writer said something. He said, I will stand upon my watch and stand upon the tower, and I will see what the Lord will say to me and what I will answer when I'm reproved. And then a word from God came and said, write the vision, and make it plain on the table that whoever sees it may run with it. So there is a principle of vision. First of all, you need to write the vision down. What I did was to write the vision down, but many times people believe that the writing means to put it on a paper. Yes, you can put it on a paper, but most importantly, if you look at that scripture, it said write the vision. It didn't say write the vision down or write it in a paper or write it in anything. The most important thing is that the vision must be clearly written in your heart. You must carry the vision in your heart always. That means everything you do must be out of the vision. And of course, when you begin to act out of the vision, people are going to see the motive of your action and they're going to run with you. So the Bible says you must write the vision so that whoever that sees the outworking of your vision may run with it. So I've been running with that vision because it's something that I've always had in my heart since God started speaking to me about my vision and my purpose.
Wow, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. That is wonderful. I believe that your mind is being renewed right now and you are being transformed to be empowered by the grace of God. So you heard what our doctor said, that first of all, it's taking us back to the issues of the heart. That your heart should be the place that the vision should be written down, not just on the paper, because you can misplace this paper, but your heart. If the vision can control your heart, you can actually run with it very well. So, sir, I have another question here: is why do people take their problems serious than finding solutions?
I think that is the carnal side of man, or what I call that's the natural response of every man. Every man is prone to walk by sight instead of by faith.
Yes,
and what sight represents is the physical circumstances, and what faith represents is the spiritual circumstances.
Yes,
so when you are not focused on faith, it is easier for you to go into the physical aspect. And the physical aspect is where the problem is, and the spiritual aspect is where the solution is. So people focus more on the problem because they are really physical, they are not spiritual. If we become so spiritually based, we will not see problems, but we will see solutions. You see, and this is what we need to understand, that every time we walk by faith, we are no more seeing problems, we are seeing solutions. And that's why the Bible said, if you have faith as little as a mustard seed, you shall say to this mountain. It's not saying that we should recognize how big the mountain is. It's simply saying if you have faith, you can address any mountain. And mountains doesn't mean the mountains we see outside in the physicalities. Mountains are actually challenges, troubles, problems, issues that men will face. But with faith, you will not see the mountain, you will just see something that you can address. Now, let me give you an example in the scriptures that will also help some of the viewers listening. If you see the circumstances surrounding Saul and the army of Israel, and also David. You know, when Goliath threatened the whole army of Israel, Saul saw Goliath as a problem. He saw him as a mountain. You know, all the army saw him as a mountain. But when David came into the scene, David didn't see him as a mountain. David saw him as an open door, as an opportunity for God to prove himself. And David did not say, who is that giant? He said, who is that uncircumcised Philistine? So he reduced him from being a problem to being a kind of solution. I can see that it was that situation that actually brought David into the limelight.
Yes, sir.
So when we focus on the spiritual aspect by faith, we will never really go along the problem, but we'll become more solution-minded.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I believe that you just received something wonderful right now. Something is just transforming your mind right now. And if you are the one that have this focusing on the problem, I know that right now you are just turning your mind. Now your mind is very new to focus on the solution right now more than the problem. So, sir, I have another question here. That said, how do we face the issue of young folks these days focusing more on celebrity lifestyle than their vision? Because these days, you know, you see many people, they have their own vision, but they are easily carried away by what others are doing, and they want to, like, you know, fit into the limelight and all that.
You know, that's a very awesome question. The celebrity lifestyle, you know, most times I tell people that it is a system created to show you something that looks like the end of your vision. Everybody wants to be successful.
Yes, sir.
All right. So it is very easy for people to follow after celebrity lifestyle because that lifestyle actually depicts success.
Yes, sir.
It depicts fulfillment.
Yes, sir.
It depicts prosperity.
Yes, sir.
And when young people look at that, they want to become that. All right. And most times they don't ask the most important question: how did they get there?
Yeah.
What is the pathway that they took to get there? You know, people don't become celebrities overnight. Something must have happened on the inside. Either they went it the wrong way or they went through it the right way.
Yes, sir.
So once they see the limelight, the glory, you know, in quotes,
Yes, sir.
that the celebrities are showing up, they want to really live up to that. And when you live up to that, without having a substance, without growing into it, it becomes like a man that wants to grow, but what he does is to jump up, because when you jump up, you will always come down.
Yes, sir.
But when you grow up, you will stay up because
Yes, sir.
you have grown. So I believe the challenge here is that this generation or the young people they've not been able to balance the fact that what they are trying to celebrate, most of them are not real. Most of them are just packaging. Most of them are simply a mirage. It's not the real thing. So my advice is that people begin to look at substance and not just what shines, because whatever that shines most times doesn't really mean that the glory of God is there. And I believe it's just that attraction of the celebrity platform that actually attracts the youth, but it shouldn't. You know, we are led by our conviction and by our vision and our purpose, and not by the achievement of others.
Wow, 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 wow. Thank you so much, sir. God bless you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. This is wonderful. I told you that today is going to be a segment that you will never forget. And I believe that your mind have just moved from transformation right now. You are being empowered, okay? Because empowerment doesn't just mean financial empowerment alone. There are some ways that have to empower you, because I know you are set to run with that vision right now. You know, in quotes, our doctor just said that you don't start your vision from the future of the vision. Okay, you have to go through the process. So I've just been empowered right now, okay, to do more things. And also, sir, please, before you go, sir, I will, because the program is just about fixing it. Okay, the program is about fixing it. That's what we are doing here, and we are here for True Agenda, to renew, to transform, and to empower. So, looking into the society today, you know that there are many things to fix. So, I want you to just give us a general advice on how we should go about our daily life, so that most of these things that is happening that needs to be fixed, we can be able to correct it for the next generation, not to come and mix all these things again.
All right. I will, because we're talking about vision, I will start from the concept of vision. I believe that everyone has got a vision, and if everyone starts focusing on their vision to fulfilling their vision, for example, if you as a father fulfills your vision, your son takes over from where you stop, and whatever vision God gives to him, he's going to fulfill it based on the foundation you've already laid.
Yes, sir.
And if he's doing that based on your own foundation, he's building more. So it should be from generation to generation, we are having more glorious vision being accomplished. And I believe also one of the way to actually change the environment and let people fix their problem is this. I've noticed that in fulfilling visions, people always get frustrated, and then they abandon the vision. And it is obvious why that happens. You know, it is natural. Because every vision must go through the faith test. Every vision must go through the trials. Every vision must be weighed. But we must understand that visions don't speak in the beginning. It speaks at the end. So if you are expecting the vision to speak in the beginning, and you are expecting to see results in the beginning, you are going to get frustrated, because visions don't speak in the beginning, they speak at the end. You know, I'm saying this because it is scriptural. He said, for the vision is yet for an appointed time.
Yes, sir.
And then he said, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. He said, though it tarries, you should wait for it.
Yes,
though it tarries means, let me use the better word, though it will delay. All right? So there is always a delay system of God in every vision. And this is something we must overcome. You know, we must overcome. I'm here today in Turkey to minister for a brother of mine that I knew. I was there when he started.
Yes,
I was there in the small room. I call it a bacha.
Yes,
you know, today we are celebrating the 3-year anniversary,
yes,
and we have seen how far. That's why the name of God is Emmanuel. Ebenezer. He says, thus far has the Lord led us. God is just a God of small beginnings. He said, you do not neglect the days of small beginnings, because the Lord wants the work to begin. Yes. That means God wants you to start small, but God will not leave you in a small place. God will keep taking you from glory to glory. So how do we fix it? We must stay focused. Distractions will come, but we must stay focused. I mean, distraction is a test for your focus. You see, once you make up your mind to be focused in life, distraction will come to test it. But something we need to understand is that focus is blindness. Focus is blindness, and it's blindness to distraction. So when you say you are focused, it means you are blind. You are only seeing what you need to see, and you are blind to the things you don't need to see. So focus is clear blindness. And I am a big fan of be blind to everything. People will say things, don't listen to them. People will try to put blocks on your way, don't listen to them. Just understand that God prepares your table in the presence of your enemies. And you should focus on what God is doing. He's preparing your vision. He's preparing your purpose in the presence of your enemies. So long you stay with God, they can't stop it. So this is the way to fix it. How do we fix it? Stay focused, believe in God, walk by faith and not by sight, and surely you will fulfill your vision.
Wow. I feel like screaming right now, because I know that many of you viewing us right now, you are so much empowered now, and you are just starting right now. Like the doctor said, that you have to begin. You have to begin. And also something struck me from what our doctor said, that anything that you didn't start now may be an error for your children tomorrow. So whatever you start now may be what your children may be a stepping stone for your children tomorrow to actually get it right. So you shouldn't focus on yourself now. If you really care about the next generation, the future of your children, you have to start something. So thank you for joining us today. God bless you. Thank you so much, sir. I'm renewed, I'm transformed, and I'm empowered. So thank you so much, sir. God bless you so much, sir. So, sir, what do you have for our viewers out there?
Oh, well, all I can say is if you don't have your vision yet, it's very important that you discover your vision. Listen, we have many success, but we don't have many fulfillment. Many people can be successful in so many things. You can be successful in business, but if that is not your purpose in life, you've not had fulfillment. That is your own success. That is not the definition of fulfillment. Fulfillment only comes when vision is accomplished. So I want to encourage you. I know some of you may simply ask, but how do I know my vision? Remember what Habakkuk said. He said, I will stand upon my watch. That means I have to go into the place of prayer. You see, one of the best ways to get visions and get purpose is to stay in the place of prayer and ask God to speak to you. Ask God to use people to confirm the things He has already said to you. And that's how to receive the vision. So if you have not started working on your vision because you don't know, it's time to ask God to reveal. And if you're already working on your vision, stay focused, go through the test. The test will come, but I'm here to assure you, you will surely succeed at the end if you don't give up. God bless you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I don't want to delay you more, because I want you to just, right now, just make that move right now. With the words that you have heard, with these words that have transformed your mind, that have renewed your mind, and that is empowering you right now. Just make that move right now. Okay, make that move right now. And also, please, our boat cruise is coming up this week, which is on the 19th, Wednesday of August 2020. Okay, all instruction on how you can be selected have already been posted to many of you. And also, if you have not been selected, please, what you have to do is to keep sharing, keep liking, and keep commenting. Okay, that is what you have to do. And also, we'll be giving more instructions on how to go about this. So please, you have to stay glued to all our social medias. Follow us if you have not followed us. Share our post, share everything about the page. And I told you that it can be fixed. And I know that you are confirming it right now, that our doctor have just fixed something in your life. Okay, so I'm so happy that it has actually been fixed. Thank you so much. See you again next week Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Turkish time and 6:30 p.m. Nigeria time. I still remember my humble self at CeoEfuaSucess. And our wonderful guest of today is Prophet Apostle Dr. Ayin Obi of the GO of our Lighthouse International, which is Zion City Gate. God bless you for joining us.
Agwamuna chimusaga n'ụwa onye chega Chiomane Akwamuna give for life Ogono bando na risikenu Omoya kanye na ro Mayo wisdom and understanding Omoya kanye na ro Ogbajodolu oneka moga ponu Akwalele kamu nebe Itu wabo Wamuna chimusaga Ijawele Omoya kanye na ro Ijebe Ainaba Ijebe Ainaba Ufuobi kaiji ejona Ijebe Ainaba
Nanu wasi adenu Imaline chiga bono Amalizele Eye nonu edozile Mabakanila akueku Umo bili ibo na flevo Ijele mama Ena nuge kunara Eliege Amala welele kanini Eliege
Unachimu Obebe komije yana
Nsuna anidana ejele iye Aninaba Awana nyaka nigeza Ewa namuna chiseje iye Ibo nyora luga nyadi elu Osifu egu gani elu Egu gani elu Ofu egu gani jaku Amalizele Ufodu na aswaja Obulive baki elive Ufodu na esuoli Obulive baki elive Eujimile Ufodu mungwani na mbacha Obulive baki elive Ina nuke mune kuwe Some guys in a tour Obulive baki elive Umungwani na tubuzi olu Jay Oboli don't tire Ina nuwe nunu eye Everybody wants to have Minelu anya Ufodu ni mevana Wasanolo Oboliti Oboliti Aidebe Ainaba Aidebe Ainaba
Unafugonu nifeche kulu nugeme Unafugonu nifeche denu nugeme Chuku nerumi jawele Osino gati mumano Ujemu na batamu Okore kosia Kene nu chuku njemono Hasimunu kene no dogu njemono Miliana kone bona tono Ndi asili na sina fiti Isi na ofisi Ifuta na oboka inene Ichwa madamu Bugino nyegekino One day you go tire One day you go hala Frying pan it on to fire You will do koko nebere one person na dream manu one puku kweru mumas one person no day and night ije mo buri jawele